We're here in Waterloo, Alabama. We're going to do a cutout on some honeybees. They're in the, we believe they're in the soffit of the house. So we've got a thermal gun. And we're going to shoot the eave of the house just to verify their location. Cut the pieces of honeycomb out. If it's baby bees, we'll keep it, put it on frames with rubber bands, and then put it in a hive body that we brought with us, and try to just get as many bees as we can to go with us. Hopefully during the process we will find the queen, and in which case we'll use a queen clip and we'll catch her. And if we can catch the queen, then we got the cat in the bag, and the rest of the bees will follow suit and they'll go in the hive as well. We're only keeping the honeycomb that has baby bees on it. That's the first, when you do a cutout, you don't worry about the honeycomb. Obviously we'll keep the honeycomb, we'll put it in some buckets and feed it back to the bees, but we're not putting honeycomb on frames. We just want the baby bees on the frames, because that's the nurse bees will stay with the baby bees, and so we'll at least hopefully be able to leave with some bees, even if we can't find a queen. It's a lot of talking. It's time to get into it. Thank you for watching. So here's the bees. We're hoping they're just in this soffit right here, and I hope they don't go. I hope they're not going up in the soffit on the eave. So we're going to shoot it with this thermal camera and see here in a minute. Well, I still don't have a good idea. It looks like they're definitely on the end here. I'm not getting as much heat signature down here, I don't think. Still not 100% sure, so just have to get our suit on and tear into it. So we found some of the hive. I'm hoping that they don't go very far. So right now I'm just going to get one of my queen clips out. That way, in case I run across the queen, I want to be prepared. Just like a hair clip. And you can see they go back on the other side of this joist, and I can probably hang on a minute. I'll have to take this plywood off the bottom here, and they're all kind of jumbled up, and then I'm gonna try to work. Because I have to go in to this side. I have to go in from the bottom, and I'm hoping they don't run uphill here, but it's a good possibility that they're up in here. And I don't know that to be a yay or nay. So we'll just start working on this, cutting this out, putting it in frames, and we'll work our way uphill, and hopefully across, and then uphill. So stick with us. So there is spray foam. Hopefully that keeps them from going up in the attic. So right now I'm just going to put this piece here in our hive. First we're just going to stretch a few rubber bands on here to hold it in place. And we're just going to put that in the hive here. And we'll continue to work. I'm going to get some water so I can wash my hands off. It's hard to see from the ground. And these honeycombs aren't very deep. And these bees are super gentle. They're not trying to fly me. So we're just going to cut as much as we can. Put it if it's brood, put it in a box. And then once we get towards the end, we'll just start scooping bees off the wall and work our way down. A lot of work. That's the way you get free bees. Putting the honey in here to take back with us. That the queen is in this big wad of bees. I've still got a lot of honeycomb, a lot of comb and bees over here, but the fact that I've got a ball of bees hanging out right here, that tells me that the queen is more than likely in there with them. This was their entrance. You can see they're bulging out now. So I'm almost get to the point where I can't see any honeycomb. I'll take my bucket and my little brush and I'll just brush them down inside of the bucket and go over and dump them on the hive. I still think they're over here in this corner. I keep my queen clipped close. I don't know how it's going to show up because it looks so dark on here that you can't see anything. So just have to keep your eyes open because the queen, she'll just be hiding just right under your nose sometimes. So the camera went dead. I'm going to show you where we're at. So I've got some bees in here. You can see these bees are staying on here. They were fanning a while ago. I don't think the queen's in there. There's still a lot of bees up here moving out on the wall. And so we're just slowly scooping some up with our hands and putting them in the hive. The less hive they have up here and the more hive they have in this box, the more they'll want to stay in this box. Even if we can't find the queen, hopefully we'll scoop her up in one of those big handfuls and put her in there. So guys, what we got here is this is my bee vac. This is a dust stopper from Home Depot. I got a piece of screen over the suction side, and on the bottom of my vacuum cleaner I just have blocked up that bottom hole about halfway. That lets the suction not be so strong that it kills the bees, but that it'll actually suck them up. So you can see I've sucked up a couple of bees and they're still alive in the bottom. They've got a little dust on them, but we've cut all the comb we can, and I can't find the queen, and so my only other option is just to vacuum up all the bees that I can. And told this homeowner we would remove them, and you know, it's kind of the last resort, and maybe we'll get the queen and have enough bees stay alive, that we can maybe make a nuke out of this. It's just kind of part of it. Sometimes you find the queen and sometimes you don't. So let's vacuum them up. We might find her as we're vacuuming. Well guys, synopsis is my flashlight went dead. It's starting to get late. It's 5 o'clock. I've been here since about 12. This wasn't a terribly big hive, but they've got a cavity. They're going back in under the board, the wall here, and they've got a crack. They can go in back behind the brick. I vacuumed up probably 2-3 pounds of bees in my bee vac over there. I've got several. I got a lot of bees still hanging on the box here, and so I don't know. I might have the queen, might not. I've never seen her, so never was able to catch her. There's still some foragers coming in, and there's still some bees back in these cracks. Not a lot, but there's still some, and it could possibly, the queen could still be with them. And so I'll just leave this open for the homeowner. All of this needs to be filled in with insulation before everything's reinstalled. I don't have time to do all that today. I'll just leave it open and he can kill whatever bees are left. I know that's not ideal, but that's the reality. He's got to have the bees out of the house so he can rent it. He's got it open now so he knows where they're at. And so maybe with all the brood and stuff gone, that the bees will leave, and then he'll just have to kill what's left. Tried, done my best, done all this. All this was for free, so I didn't charge the man. And I think maybe we can make a hive out of it. So we're gonna get loaded up and catch you at the house. We will recombine these bees with what's left in that hive and call it a day. So guys, I put a queen excluder on the front end, but they still, I guess being in the camper shell, they're all inside the camper shell, the ones that were in the hive. So we're going to probably just leave the truck here, let them get out, maybe move into the hive. I don't know, this may or may not even work. These may be a waste of time, but we'll give it our best shot. And so we got, I don't know, there was probably 3 pounds of bees that I vacuumed up, and they were all still alive. So my little bee vac seemed to work, but they're all kind of going crazy right now. That bottom one is full of brood, and so I'm hoping there's plenty of bees in there to cover that brood. And so eventually all these that are flying around, there's a bunch inside my truck here, so I'm just going to leave it for the night. Maybe they'll leave my truck and go to the hive. I'll come back and check on them later, maybe tonight. You can see they're starting to land on it and go inside. So I don't think I got a queen. I'll keep an eye on them, and I'll either if it doesn't work out, I'll either combine them with this hive or maybe get some eggs out of this hive and put in here. And I may go ahead and do that now, just to give them a better chance for survival. Because they're starting to fan. You can see them with their little tails in the air. And so I've got some frames I put in here, so I may go through there and grab them out. Just got some eggs on them and put them in this hive and give them a better chance. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification.